Hey, what's up everyone out there? Welcome back to the channel. CHILLSCISSORS here, and we are back at it again with a new 2026 pickups video. We have a lot of games, accessories, toys, collectibles added into the collection in the past 6 months. I've been absent, so we have quite a bit of items to get through here so we can kind of move along here. But hey, if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. You know what to do. Smash that like button so hard it turns blue. Help us boost up the YouTube algorithm to reach out to fellow game enthusiasts and collectors just like you. And again, without further ado, let's jump into it. And man, where to even begin? So recently I went into a local GameStop where I had looked behind the counter, and this gentleman was destroying these store displays, as they are to do pretty much. But I asked him, I was like, hey, are these just going to the dumpster? If you're just going to throw them away, can I have them? And he so politely said, yes, I don't know if you would want them, but they're yours if you want it. And absolutely, one of the most recent pickups that I've been playing, and now it's actually one of my items here. So we can kind of do this one actually together, but Donkey Kong Bonanza for the Nintendo Switch 2. Absolutely, pun intended, going bananas for this game. Absolutely love it. The storyline is awesome. The gameplay is where the game really shines. I think, in my personal opinion, currently it is the best game on the Nintendo Switch 2 so far in the Switch 2's lineup. But along with that, check out this display, guys. It is two-sided July 17th store display. You can see the hooks where it hung up onto the game room show floor. But Donkey Kong Bonanza, double-sided, and it is a big sign. And it's not just your standard cardboard. It's like made out of plastic, I guess. It's really heavy duty. Along with that store display, there was some other items, one of which don't really care about, but it was free. But it is a Madden 2026 poster, double-sided, for the launch of the game. And we got a Pokemon trading card Scarlet and Violet poster. It's a big boy. It's heavy duty as well. Not double-sided on this one, but it's in perfect condition. Absolutely flawless. But it'd be good to add those into the room here. And then we got a Switch 2 Mario Kart World. This one was a display that was hanging up onto it was like a box display, basically. So we added that to the collection. I absolutely love Mario Kart World. I've been playing that pretty much nonstop since the release. And this next one is a Switch 2 lineup. So this one, power up your play, Nintendo Switch 2. And then you unfold it, and then you have their launch titles: Donkey Kong Bonanza, Mario Kart World, and we got Super Mario Party Jamboree, Nintendo Switch 2 Edition, Kirby The Forgotten Lands, Nintendo Switch 2 Edition, and it is double-sided as well. And this one's probably the biggest of the lineup. It is huge. So I really enjoy these types of items within the game room, because this stuff are not retail release. Nobody could go out and purchase this. This was only meant for the store employees to display for display purposes only. Little Toy Story reference for you there. And then the last one is just a simple new Switch 2 Mario Kart World one-sided sign display. So not bad, pretty good haul, but you should have seen my wife's face as I walked out. She knew I was going to GameStop, so she should have anticipated something of my design to happen, but Walked out all that absolutely free. While I was there, got to looking around, found a few games for the PlayStation 5. We'll get to that in just a moment. And we'll stay on the Switch 2 train. We got the long-anticipated Metroid Prime 4 Beyond Nintendo Switch 2 edition. So this one was, as I mentioned, heavily anticipated. We waited an incredibly long time. I'm trying to stay away from the reviews online because what very little I have heard, they've been mixed. But I want to go into this game with an open mind and an open heart. If it is, you know, a bare bones grassroots, boots on the ground, just a decent Metroid game, I'm okay with it, albeit the game was not cheap. That is an argument to be said because they increased the overall prices of the Nintendo Switch 2 games for the newly released console. So I'm trying to remain completely unbiased whenever I go into this. I want to dedicate everything I have to it and try to enjoy it. I know I'll enjoy it. Just from the trailer alone, looks absolutely phenomenal. Picked up some Nintendo DS games. We came across some really bangers. We got Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Blue Rescue Team for the Nintendo 3DS. Or, I'm sorry, Nintendo DS. I don't know what I was thinking there. So we've actually picked up this one on a lot at a garage sale, along with this one that I've been looking for an incredibly long time, but finally came across it. Lo and behold, at a freaking garage sale of all things, but Metroid Prime Pinball for the Nintendo DS. And this game has evaded me for an incredibly long time. We got it almost complete. It was missing the Rumble Pack, unfortunately, which was supposed to come with this game. As you can see on the front case here, includes Rumble Pack. But hopefully we'll be able to find one out in the wild or what have you to complete this. But Metroid Prime Pinball, another one in the Metroid lineup that I had to add to the collection. But a little backstory on those. Went into that garage sale. No anticipations. Me and my wife like to go thrifting and, picking up stuff on the fly, but also garage selling. But I came across a Nintendo DS case that was sitting on a garage shelf, and I held my breath as I opened it. And lo and behold, as we had unzipped it, open it up, voila. We have, I'll go ahead and take it out of the case, the Nintendo DS Zelda edition, as it has the Triforce there. It is in immaculate shape. There's not a scratch, denting, or anything on this to be had. It's got its original stylus, and it is the Gold Zelda edition. Actually came with the case, the console, the charger, an extra gold stylus, and this, I was so happy with what I had picked up already because this guy was only asking $60 for the lot. So it came with this tin. I didn't even look at it. I just picked it. I was like, take my money, and I got the heck out of there. But this, whenever I got to the car, I had opened up this tin, and lo and behold, it was full of DS games, albeit these weren't as substantial as those other two. But we got Batman the video game, we got Mind Quiz. Just put them in there. We got Big Brain Academy, a double pack Shrek and Madagascar, and another Brain Age 2 style game. So kind of snickle fritz on those, but hey, the console itself was well worth, and even more, you know, the price of admission of $60, much less the additional games that are worth a lot of money in today's market. I think Metroid Pinball, if you get it complete, you know, is upwards to around $100 probably, versus loose. But we got, while I was at not Best Buy, but GameStop, we picked up a copy of an amiibo, which is the Donkey Kong Bonanza, Donkey Kong and Pauline. Not big on actually collecting amiibos, just the ones I would be particularly passionate about. I don't use them. Only time I really used an amiibo was really on Zelda, to get some loot to help me out throughout the game, just to try out that function. But if there's one that's particularly eye-catching to me, like this one was, then I'll go out of my way to pick them up. Why not? But I'm not a amiibo collector, as it were. This next one is a console that I had picked up for a very, very great price, but beyond that is something that I've been looking for years, and finally came across it. We got the Nintendo Wii U Zombie U Deluxe set. A lot of people probably don't even know that this thing even exists, but it comes with the 32 gig version of the console, a Pro controller, the Zombie U game, art book, Zombie U Deluxe box set, and it is such a beautiful console box. And you can see originally where it came from. I don't know if the camera's picking that up, but it was the deluxe set from GameStop. That's where this one came from. So happy to add this one to the collection. Wii U is one of my all-time favorite consoles, despite its underselling. But I was a day one Wii U supporter and absolutely loved that console, and still play it on a regular basis today. The next set, we'll go ahead and knock out a peripheral for the PlayStation 5 Pro that we have. We upgraded our controller. It is kind of a niche product, if I'm being entirely honest. The price is absolutely ridiculous. We're looking at $200 plus tax for a controller, which is ridiculous. To be honest, whenever I purchased the PlayStation 5 Pro, for the price that you pay for the disk drive and the console, honestly, this should have been packed in with that, and that's just my personal opinion. But we picked up the DualSense Edge wireless controller, and I will be quite honest, I did not pay $200 for it. It was on sale from Walmart.com during the Black Friday event, so I cashed in on it at that time. And beyond that, I also had gift cards that I used to get it even cheaper, so I didn't pay anywhere close, you know, to $200 for that controller. But I will say, even if I was to have paid $200 for it, I think that I would absolutely enjoy it. If it's $200 worth of controller, I'll leave that up to you guys. But I personally have been enjoying the crap out of this controller. No issues whatsoever. I love the adaptive triggers that you can adjust to measure the length, which you can see this one's set up for a short draw. This one's set up for a medium draw, which helps with FPSs. I've been playing a lot of FPSs here lately, and this one helps with the trigger pull, just reducing the amount of time it takes you to pull the trigger on your enemies. But just to have that, and these joysticks are hot swappable, which is really cool adaptation to the controller feature. So if these ever get stick drift or something like that, for around $20 you can swap out your sticks with a brand new set. Or if they start getting worn down over time, then that is an option to you, which is a really incredible feature, to be honest. but still that PlayStation quality. The only downside I've really experienced with it is the battery life. For an Elite Pro controller, you would think, you know, if we're looking at the Xbox Pro Series or Switch's Pro Series controllers, it's an upgrade to the battery. But on this one, man, maybe get five hours or so using max vibration and haptics on it. But in my later ages on the PlayStation end of the spectrum, I don't often, you know, grind out a 5+ hour gaming session. It's very rare nowadays, but I have to make sure that I put it on the charger every session. Otherwise, I'll come back to it and it'll go dead on me. So one thing to take note of. The next one we have is a bit of an oddity. It is Scooby-Doo for the Nintendo Wii. This is the first Frights for the Nintendo Wii. And I picked it up primarily because me and my wife were looking for something to play together. She loves Scooby-Doo, and this one honestly was quite fun for the multiplayer action. So it's 2-player co-op. So you can go through, solve mysteries. It's a platform 3D-esque story, but quite enjoyed that one for the multiplayer aspect. So while I was there at GameStop, I've been picking up ones that I come across for physical for the PlayStation VR 2. We got Skydance's Behemoth, the physical edition for the PlayStation 5. And this one I haven't played yet, so it is on my to-play list. I can't wait to jump into that one, but totally cool that I was able to get a physical copy. We got PlayStation VR 2 edition of Operations Wolf Returns First Mission. This is the Rescue Edition physical. So again, I'm collecting for the PSVR 2 physicals. They're very hard to get your hand on, and some of them have actually gone up in price because of the scarcity. We picked up Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 and 4. I've already went through and completed both of these, all their missions, all the stats, everything you can possibly do in them. Just played it. Absolutely knocked it out of the park yet again. I got the collector's edition that came with a skateboard, all of that good stuff. But Tony Hawk's Pro Skater is my bread and butter. I absolutely adore that franchise. I really want them to remake Tony Hawk's Underground from the ground up like that and give that the same attention to detail. But we got Metal Gear Solid Snake Eater. This is the remastered tactical edition for the PlayStation 5. A little of something that I've not really shared before, but I've never actually played and finished this. Even back in the day, because I was always on the opposite end of the spectrum whenever it came to consoles. I was always on Nintendo or Xbox, and this one came out on PlayStation. So I didn't have an opportunity to play as a kid. Looking to sit down, take some time, and explore this world and check it out. I absolutely love survival stealth games, and that is exactly what this looks like with a Metal Gear twist. But yeah, Snake Eater, what an iconic game. I can't wait to push on through. I would say probably my most played game of late has been, I'm kind of embarrassed to admit it, but Battlefield 6, guys. I've been grinding out through the battle pass. I've 100%ed everything. I'm ready for season 2. It's awesome game to play online with friends because of its usability. It's more user friendly, and it's a lot more strategy based versus just run and gun action, which you can do in the mini modes that it gives you. But if you want to play something more mission based or objective based, you have those options available to you, or you can actually use strategy to overcome the battlefield. But Battlefield 6 has been probably my most played game of recent. I'm going to pump the brakes on this one until probably Season 2 comes out. Everything's on the Battlefield side of the spectrum is kind of slowed down, but we're just waiting on some more content to drop as we're waiting on Season 2 of the Battle Pass. But guys, that's it. I really appreciate you've made it this far along in the video. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and welcome back to 2026, guys, on the channel. If you've stuck around, again, I really appreciate your time and sticking around on the channel in my absence, but a lot more great things to come. We have some big announcements to come on this channel where collections have been getting broader and greater things are in store for 2026. So stay tuned. Thanks, guys. I'll catch you later. Until next time, peace.